What is happening, guys? We are back with another episode of the Shapeshifting Detective. I can always jump in the next chapter,
No,
but
I'm writing Pillion.
I want to go see what happens.
I don't know what you are, but stay the hell away from me.
Strength many times my own.
Uh-oh.
My right hand crushes his
think he
larynx
figured
as the
it
left
out.
reaches the knife from his,
Let's
dislocating it.
visit Ellis.
I turn his head.
Sam, do me a favor, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. What do you know about it? Yeah, I pulled in a few bug-eyed aliens, but they wouldn't confess. We've got a murder to solve. Can we talk about this later? We've got a new target. Ellis Monroe. Ellis said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Poe, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Ellis at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. He said he's been drugging girls at his studio. I'll be looking into that. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Well, we know that Zach's drugging women. So
Safe home at last. A one-bedroom flat in the most anonymous block I could find. I relaxed. Wonder whether they'd found the body yet.
What about Oscar?
Satiated slumber of the beast and the memory of the assault grows hazy.
Let's go to the guest house.
I long to sleep myself, but everything must be put in order.
Visit Bronwyn.
Tomorrow first thing, then I'll need to trawl through the chair.
What about Rain?
Because there will be a next time and another.
What about Lexi? Nothing?
And my life can be normal for a while, but in the longer term.
Alright, let's be chief and let's see what we can get out of Violet.
I am left with the image of myself.
Nothing?
To feed the beast.
Alright, let's try Rain.
He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot bath to restore the circulation to his extremities, and after...
Maybe we can visit
Haven't
Ellis?
you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Well, that makes sense.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
Yeah, good point.
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... What was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
Well, at least we learned something new between that
59th
interaction.
Street, Queens. Was home for a while. Woke up one morning to find found in there. Words were
Zach's not there.
raised.
Chief's not there.
The truth is, There was enough food for two, and I needed the company.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. Maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont.
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, you know, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
For he had wisdom, though, of
Alright,
that.
let's see Lexi.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Monroe.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Alright, she has a lot of faith in Sam, so we gotta save Ellis when we get to that point,
Cacophony
guys.
of traffic stood upon the side of the Golden Gate.
So let's be
Hi.
Bronwyn and check up
I
on
climb over
Violet,
the
because I know
fourth
he wanted
fence.
me to check on her.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
Well, we learned something about her.
It says
She's a
you're lying
Virgo.
about your alibi.
Let's not say nothing.
So, no, I don't believe.
Alright.
The pasty roll of fat that bulged over the waist of her jeans secretly pleased her.
What a day. Ellis Monroe, then. Looks like our traveler likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so
See,
sure.
at least I'm not the only one who's guessed that part.
Looks that way.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveler target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Giving up,
I
are
don't think I was
we?
supposed to say anything, but
She said.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them? Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Ron.
Sucking on stolen sauce packets from the school.
let's try something. Want to be Monroe.
All this
I want to
proved
go
one
visit
thing.
Zach and see what
Penn
happens.
still the
Nothing.
first appointment at the clinic cost most of Mother's jewelry. Then there was the vessel to pay for. That cost
Or let's be Zach.
a human vessel was out of the question.
Nothing.
I think we should break up.
Why do you want to break up?
Uh-oh.
I don't love you. I'm cheating on you.
We don't have to break up. We can put it behind us as long as you promise me she was your last.
Oh.
The sight of the bird's claws, her mother's claws, piercing the chair's upholstery,
Let's see Violet again. Maybe we might get something else out of her.
cry anymore,
Nothing?
or fail anymore. Always was. What with the baby? The parrot
There's
squawked.
something going on between
Or-
them, seriously.
Sam says you're acting Weird.
Is that the detective who's staying with you? Be careful, Violet. Something strange happened. Seriously, keep your distance.
There's nothing wrong with Sam. You've been drinking from the wrong bottle.
Wrong bottle? What bottle?
I switched your vodka bottles.
I don't know what you mean. They're both ordinary vodka. You switched them.
Soft little rolls of fat to make her tender.
Maybe we want to get something
hard
else.
bones. And then, after a while, not even that.
Alright, let's continue with Sam.
Clausen. Ivan was woken by the crowing of his cat. This was
let's go to
nothing
the
new.
next chapter, guys.
He
I think
opened
we
his
got everything
eyes to
here.
find.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening.
Alright, let's go to the next
Sleep,
chapter.
he whispered.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Tight circles. Uni.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Yeah, he's off the hook. As far as I know, Oscar's off the hook, and he already had a whole bunch of witnesses, so it wasn't him.
Robin, several
Obviously.
blackbirds, usually downy
Oh, we can
fledglings
visit
with
Poe.
wide beaks and tails.
Let's visit Ellis first before we visit Poe.
Magpie.
Okay, she has
It was
nothing more to
bigger
say.
than her body, yet she
Alright,
still
guys,
picked it
we're gonna
up to
visit someone
present
new.
him.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is
Alright.
madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Exactly.
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea.
Alright.
Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
Okay, what's
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
Well, that's good. I mean, she's looking out for the community, so that's a good thing.
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Arrow? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? No, I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
Can't say that I did, but Yeah, tell me some more about it. This is getting
The
interesting.
official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
Alright, so what really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town. This one.
Alright. We're learning more and more about the town now. I guess this has a lot to do with it.
They slaughtered everyone. Men, women, and children. All dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet.
That's, very interesting, Poe. I mean, crazy. Alright. I think that's enough we can get out of Poe, so let's, dig in with
On that
the rest.
note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Alright.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity.
Anything new?
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Where'd you get that idea? Let's not say anything. Oh, I thought she was gonna say something else.
I'm not sure, actually. He's maybe a Buddhist?
Yes? Would you say is his profession?
Something religious, I suppose.
Yes,
He's wearing
a monk.
robes. He's wearing a monk, yes.
Well done.
But why is he in pain?
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
No, that'd be too obvious.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Let's see
Some things are best left unseen. Several were made.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zack from me. You told Sam. You're trying.
No, I don't think so. I don't like Zack in that way. Maybe in any way, even. So we can be friends now?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay then. We can work on that. Maybe another time?
He lifted a numb hand and rubbed her cheek. Sleep, he whispered. It was a hopeful plea, feebly delivered. Uni's
Let's turn into Ellis and see what we can get out of Violet.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
then led him down to the kitchen. Dangerously tight circles. Uni was a hunter. Robin, several blackbirds.
Zack, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I
Mhm.
followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the
Is that
studio.
right?
You were at Dorota's. I was at the studio.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
Oh,
you were spying on me.
Cold-blooded. That was cold-blooded.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished.
Oh.
You need to leave. Now.
Helplessly on the floor. No, no, no. Ivan dropped down next to the kitten. Shh. It's okay. Tears blurred his vision. He stroked the kitten with the side of his finger. Don't move, okay?
Apparently Zach did it.
Hello, I'm Violet.
And raised his
Let's
foot.
go visit Zach.
It would have to be a good one. Harder.
I followed you to Dorota's last night.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed Dorota.
No. I did not kill Dorota. But thank you for spreading that rumor.
Letting his eyes hard to try to erase the sight. It didn't work, of course. Ivan slumped to the
Those two
floor
are so
as Uni
much
padded
suspects.
over to inspect the dark. Trickled along the groove of the floor tiles to lap it hungrily.
not there either.
Ivan pushed her away. Not for you, Uni. He just needed a
Let's become Zach and visit the chief.
Uni stopped pacing and sat grudgingly opposite him until the blood slowed and started.
Maybe we might find something. Or
He
maybe
shifted
not.
onto his knees and lifted the kitten in both hands. It's floppy. Left the towel on the floor. He'd need it to clean up later. He held the kitten against his chest.
I hear you like to drug women.
That's a serious accusation, Chief. And completely false. Someone's trying to smear my good name. Who told you this?
Sam.
Clearly, it is my business.
Just stay out of trouble. When this is over, I'm coming for you.
Good. My lawyer's bored.
That's something for Mummy. Ivan
Chief DuPont. Grave news indeed.
Will Ellis be safe with you here?
No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Can't I get someone else to handle the radio?
And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Ellis couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
No, I don't want to dilute my brand. I would love to.
Then I will pencil you in, Chief. It will be an honor and a privilege. Sorry, I must go back to the broadcast. The radio, she calls me like a siren, and she must be obeyed.
Very traditional, thinks Lung, lighting up another cigarette.
Oh, that's good to know.
Cough. Cough. The dais, if you can call it that, is a mossy slab beside Carnby Stream.
There's like so much you can do digging into this. And let's go as Poe. Oh, I got a trophy.
Coughing violently and uncontrollably, Lung adds his own blood sample to the victim's. He drops a barely touched cigarette to the floor. Heel, wiping his mouth with a sleeve. He reaches into his jacket for something.
This is gonna be weird.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
A phone from his jacket and hits a speed dial number. After a few rings, it's answered. Mrs. Hedges. I think I found her. Wait. Cough.
They're not
Cough.
there either. Alright, let's go back to being Sam. Actually, no. Let's go to be Lexi and let's see what happens. When I
Looking
go
down
visit
at her
Zach
semi-naked,
again.
blood-drenched body, the girl sighs. Lung, did you murder her? Lung squirms a little. Cough. Cough. A lot of people. I did them a favor, and I got a meeting with you. The girl draws her robes tightly.
You know, there's so much you can dig into this, and it's just I gotta pin these two down, Violet and Zach. But right now, I'm gonna go back to being Sam, and we're gonna try to save Ellis.
It quickens. Cough.
I don't think she has anything to say.
Did he? Did he tell you that he was there too? I assumed Dorota was disappointed with the sex they'd had, so Zach killed her for attacking his masculinity.
Oh.
Well, that's just a lie. He's covering for himself. I never went into her bedroom. How could it be me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Uh-huh.
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Is he a suspect? I thought they broadcast the news live.
Uh-oh. Whoa, wait, what? What is she doing with scissors?
Shrugs.
What's going on?
Gotta find me a good one.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights.
Was read by
stay as Sam.
the Rogue.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
Well, technically, you've already made a change by giving the warning. So that is a change.
Maybe.
I'm just saying that's
If
a positive way of looking at it.
One person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Yes. She's definitely got a monkey on her back.
Is that right?
I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Ellis Munro.
Really? Why would she be Googling Ellis Munro? I knew she was a suspect.
As he had been doing for the last 248 days.
Alright, let's see what's going on with the tarot readers.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble.
Alright.
We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Around their latest discovery, a hole of less than 2 meters wide.
Well, it's something new that we learned about the travelers.
Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business.
Oh.
I guess every town has a good population of dead, but they usually move on. These were different. They were in pain. So many of them. What happened in this town?
Sounds like the story about what Poe was telling me earlier.
The general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please.
Will do.
He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Sure, let's go
Great.
for it.
Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
Let's go with it.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
All right, Dr. Sheffield, you're all hooked up and ready to go. The crew member who had helped him put on his rappelling harness.
Oh, Zach's actually here.
Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. After that I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me.
Ah, we got some news out of that with Zach. So, and we all know that Dorota actually does she has a thing for having people watch her. So it still points back to Violet.
Stomach drop as his descent quickly accelerated.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
Uh-oh.
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
Okay. So what does that tell us?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this,
Will do.
Could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer.
Nah, it ain't him. Hey, don't be a...
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you? Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the tier. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update.
It ain't Rain,
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
See, it feels weird. It's 10 o'clock with Poe, but there's no Monroe. It just feels weird. Let's keep investigating.
There were whispers. Overcome by a sudden and severe... As Dimitri kept tugging on the rope, the whispers grew louder, or perhaps they were getting closer. Dimitri...
Alright, let's be Zach.
Below.
And let's visit
As Dimitri's
Violet.
turned inside out, he tried climbing up the rope in a panic.
She ain't there.
Finally, he felt the being lifted up towards the surface. What's going on, Dr. Sheffield? Dr. Whitfield's voice was music to Dimitri's ears.
Anything? Nothing.
Later that day, Dimitri returned to his...
Poor Ellis. I feel bad for Ellis. She just looks so terrified.
He had already played
But I
back
can
the audio
understand
tape from his
why.
recorder on the way back to it, and was unable to discern any unusual sounds.
Let's visit the chief.
Whispers were on a wavelength that couldn't be picked up by a microphone, or he was indeed going insane. Which was scarier. He had, however, the etchings he had copied, much to her...
Oh, okay.
One word
Nothing.
repeated over and over.
Actually, let's be Bronwyn.
Something that approximated its meaning.
What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the
Pretty
chance to
much.
avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do? Do you really think she's got a chance?
Maybe. Maybe Sam's her lucky charm. Anything short of an apocalypse would be considered a victory at this point.
Startled by the sounds of loud whispering and switched on.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotasm. Stay with me. Log into Tarotasm.
Good idea. I'll stay in my room, log in, and wait for you to give me the all clear. Then they'll know I'm not a suspect. You're the best.
All right.
Carefully made his way to the door. He searched for the hand.
Let's get these folks all clear, because I don't think the Taros,
Hi,
they have nothing to do with the murder. It's very coincidental, but I narrowed it down to Zach or Violet. More Violet than
their
anything.
shifts.
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to
what?
Alice, it will be soon.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
Yeah, magical question. Hey, don't make me look like a fool. I just backed you, okay?
Sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveler nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah.
Yes.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines. And I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
Well, maybe Sam might be a traveler.
Dimitri tried to scream, but there was no sound. He reached for his
Let's check with Rain.
Aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and aliens? Ray, why'd you pray for them? Violet and aliens?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens?
Strange, isn't it? Why would an alien decorate? Perhaps an alien that's not an alien?
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people?
I have no idea. August is basically our Hellmouth.
Ray, why'd you pray for them?
Well, because right now, I can't think of anything else that would help.
Maybe try and get answers from the tarot?
The only tarot with real answers is Mercury, and Mercury asks the questions. So other than staring at it for the rest of the night, I'm out of ideas.
Letters, hemming and hawing.
All right.
It's just one word repeated.
Makes me good money. I can work from home, and no one misses me if I drop out of
Man, this radio
circulation for a
station
week or
is
two.
really crazy. So now we know. We're going to go to the next chapter.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepened into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Alright. We're gonna just hopefully we can save Ellis on this one. And we don't want her to have the same fate as Dorota. So let's jump right into this, guys.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
Wait, someone's seen alien lights the night that Violet went missing? Yeah, it's better
There's a
if I
local
protect
treasure
her.
around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
We don't want that.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me? I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but that's a weird thing to say. Maybe I'd be better off with one of Chief DuPont's officers. I guess at least you've still got a sense of humor, even when we're surrounded by death. Perhaps it's a good trait to have.
That it is. Oh shit. Somebody's here. There is a bright light in that sky just now, unless that was the moonlight. I have no idea.
You're too late. She's gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
Yeah,
What?
I think so. No bags packed though, and car's still on the drive, so she must have left in a hurry. I'll put out a miss before her, check in with her parents. We'll find her. If she can be found.
Oh,
It's
you
11
gotta be
o'clock.
kidding me.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update.
I didn't even...
Police
I was already
investigating the
there.
murder
What
of
happened?
21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Where'd she go? What do you mean next chapter? Where did she go?
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different.
Wait, well, I want to know what
I
happened.
think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam.
What happened to
It's almost
Monroe? I
midnight.
was there.
You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
What happened to Ellis?
Violet, are you sure?
No, I want Violet.
Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
What happened to Ellis? I'm still on that.
I'm sorry. That was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant.
Why wouldn't you lock your doors anyway?
Light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Ellis. Did she flee? Did she get killed? We don't know. The end. 2:14 in the morning. Uh-oh.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. There is no next victim. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you, and, well, just, will you?
My home is in August now?
I thought you might say that. I'm going to miss you, Sam. We're all going to miss you. Are you sure I can't change your mind? Well, if you ever do change your mind, give me a call. My number's in your phone already. You shouldn't carelessly leave it lying around so much. Bye, Sam.
How do you leave your phone around carelessly?
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
Oh, do we now? Uh-oh.
Sam.
Hey, just
you're safe.
Don't shapeshift while you're doing
Thank Christ.
it. Okay? But what about Monroe?
I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around.
Oh, man.
Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The right was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we gotta keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
But... Okay, she is
I
alive.
didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
But I'm not leaving.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad that
Well,
someone like you around to save us.
I mean suspense the whole time.
Everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Yeah?
Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Sam, you did good.
All the ladies.
I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now. We want you here. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Alright. So... Well, at least 2 people got saved.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. And no, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
I guess? No?
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
I get deprecated? I have no idea.
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Okay. Well, that ends the series of... Well, maybe it ends the series of the... Wait. It's not over yet. Enter secret debriefing.
Debriefing
Right,
3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
Yes? No? I have no idea. I'm gonna go with yes.
Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Oh. Well, that's the debriefing, guys. And I guess that ends it for the series of the Shapeshifting Detective. Man, that left me on suspense with Monroe. I'm like, there's no way she died. I'm like, I was there the whole time. But we know she's alive. Sam's alive. Apparently Violet was the killer. No shock there. But guys, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and I will see you guys in the future episodes of some more Let's Plays. Good night, everyone.